Hello and welcome to this video. In this particular session, we're going to learn how to push your code into GitHub repositories. So let's go ahead and have a look at it and see what can we do for this particular session. There is one point to always remember while pushing code to GitHub. So there are many alternative ways to perform the same activity same with different multiple tools and with different multiple options. So in our case today we are going to have a look at the one of the options like how to push your code into GitHub repositories. So before we go ahead, okay, in my case I have taken one of my project okay called as e-commerce as my repository. In this in this particular folder, I have taken this file as the project folder, which is nothing but a simple e-commerce page, okay, where I have the e-commerce list, a sample page been created, okay, using which I can add products and so on. A simple page of on e-commerce, and this I wanted to be on my GitHub repository. So how will I do it, and how will I perform these operations? So for very first to go ahead with this, what you need to do is you need to have a terminal in your case to perform the Git operations. So before that, you need to have two things installed in your machine. Two things installed in your machine. The very first thing that you need to have installed in your machine is Git tool locally. Git tool locally in your machine. Okay. Second thing that you need to have a GitHub repository, or you can say the GitHub account being created and ready, kept with you. Okay. So this is what we need. Two things to be ready. Now, coming back to GitHub Git tool, right? What can we do using it, or you can say how can we download that one? So you can just go and search for Git download and you will get this particular we can say option uh, where we have Git installed for Windows. And if you are using Windows and if you are using Mac, so based on your machine what you are using, you can select out the installer. In my case I'm using Windows, so you can click on Git for Windows 64-bit. So once you click on this, the download starts, okay, or you can say the setup starts downloading. You can download that particular setup, and then you can install that as how you install the other things. The installation is very simple. In my case, I have already installed it, so I'm not going to install again. And second thing that I said you to keep ready is your GitHub uh, account. You can just have a look at that. In my case, if you have not created the GitHub account, you can create the GitHub account, or you can just follow up my other video to uh, know how to create the GitHub account in very simple. So you can see here once you are in your GitHub, you can say page, you have option called as new options. So you need to click on the new options or the plus options out here. So that will help you to create repositories. And in my case, I'm going to give a name called as e-commerce. Okay, so this is the name I have just taken out there, and you will get an option where it shows, okay, uh, tick mark, a green color tick mark, okay, which defines yes, this name is available. And once it is done, okay, you have the second. You can give the description. It depends on you, or you can leave it as it is. Not an issue. We have the configuration section. This is not required, or not nor this is not required to do anything with it. Yeah, you can have one option here. We have the visibility, which is something very important. If in case you want it to be public, then make it public or make it private. So what I would suggest is You can make it public if it is a normal project, okay, a random project out there. If it is something very important project, okay, and you don't want public to see that one, you can just click on private and just click on create repositories. So with this, what happens is our repository is been created and we have all the information. And one thing repositories, GitHub repository provides us is a quick setup and or a command to create a new repository on the command line. Okay, so if you want to upload something on GitHub out there, you can either click here, upload an existing file, and then go ahead. This is also possible, but this is not good way if in case you have multiple complex or multiple folders and files. So in that case, we go with these commands, okay, which GitHub already provides, okay, so that you don't need to like think for the commands if you are new to it. Now you can just have a look at him. So I said that we need Git tool to be installed in your main machine. So to confirm if your Git is installed in your machine, you can open command prompt, right? So you can open command prompt in your Windows. So I'm just opening command prompt CMD. Okay, and this particular command prompt. You can go to start and click on command CMD. It will get this one. You can just give the command here, git version, and that will give you the Git version. So this confirms that your Git has been installed. So this all this all is ready, we go to our folder where we have our project ready with this. So we are going to use command line to push it. We are going to use the command line to push it. So in very simple, you can open unit. So whenever you want to push something from the from the working project, you need to open that working project into the terminal. So right click, you will have you open in terminal, or on the top this on the top URL here, just replace everything with cmd. That will open your folder in command prompt. You can just have a look at here. I have my e-commerce folder in command prompt. Right? You can do the same thing over the VS Code terminal. It is same thing out there and terminal there as well as terminal here. So you can work on those things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the same command that we had here. So you can just have a look at them. So do not give this. Let me explain you what is this. So if you don't have any files, so we are creating a file out there. But we have all like all of these things, right? So we have some files. So I'll attach these files into the link description. You can just take it from there, or I'll just attach a Google Drive link. You can just copy from there. Last time, okay, because it's an empty project, we need to initialize it because it's empty. It doesn't have anything into it. So you can just give the command git init. What happens if this project get initialized? Remember, this should be done only once before while creating the project, or while you are wanting to push that project into the repositories. Not every single time you do put this command. I will show you what are the commands which needs to be used often and which needs to be used only once. This is only once that we have. Then next what you can do is we have a next command here, which is git add readme file. But in my case, it's not about adding only one file. It's about adding the complete project, right? So you can now tell here, instead of saying git add readme, you can either say git add star or either say git add dot. That will add the complete project. You can just have a look at that complete project is been added. And then you can we have the next command, which is commit. So this commit is like you are committing to the change that you wanted to, and you don't want to go back. You want to commit this one. So you give this command, and this particular command is used often whenever you're pulling or pushing the code. And then we have the branching of you can say creating of branches and on GitHub. So we create branch very rarely. Very rarely we create branches. Okay. So this command is also not often used. This is very rarely used. In case you want to create some different branch like master branch and then you want to push in that master branches. So why do we use branches? If let us say we have five people, and one people is maintaining the main branch and other five are into different branches, they can push on their own branches and the main person can merge them later on. So I'm creating a main branch, and then we have like adding an origin to it. So it's this is also done very once or the first time when you have initialized the empty repository. Okay, now we have this. So this way, okay, you can do it. आप ऐसे ही कर सकते हैं इसको, ठीक है? And like you will not need to use this command every single time, ठीक है? हमेशा इसको use like ना करना is all the better way, because you use this for very first time. Now we have the next command is to git push, and I just go ahead and push particular thing to my brand. You can say repository. Now you can see here, like हमारे पास ये output है. We have this output, and this will give this output like it has been done to main branch. And अब यहाँ पे you just go ahead here and refresh. You can see here, I have my complete project available. Yeah, so this is how you commit your project in your GitHub repositories. ठीक है? Now अब हम क्या करेंगे? We will learn like first time we did, how will we do the second time, and what are the things that need to be done. So for that, okay, assume okay, I have created one new file here. As assumption that I created one you can say .env file. Let us say .env. Assume that okay, we are creating a .env file. Assumption, right? So once we have assumed that okay, this is our env file, and we'll add inside like something inside this particular file. So I open this in the notepad and I'll write something. Okay, this is my env file. Now what happened is we have added some text inside this particular file, and this has some information. This is the new file which does not exist on my repository here. Correct. So how will we push this time again? So the thing is very simple. You need to open your terminal again. You need to open your terminal again. Once you have opened the terminal, the same terminal, okay, the same project terminal. Here, there is a rule of thumb that you need to always remember. Whenever you want to push something after the first time, what we did recently, again next time if you want to push, the rule of thumb is you need to pull first. To check if everything is already up to date, then you can just say here get add star. Why I'm saying get add star again? Because if there is a new file, add everything. I would say again get add hyphen u. Why I'm giving hyphen u? This is to update if I have updated any existing file already. Okay, then you can say get commit. I will say here in message the hyphen m stands for message added .env file. This is the message that I'm passing to it. Added. Now you can just say get push, or sometimes okay you would say to give the origin name, then you can just say origin main. No worries, you can just say get push, that will also work out there. If you just say get push origin main, that will also work. Now you can see here our repository has .env file available. So this was all about you can say essentials of GitHub uh, process, okay, where you can perform the operations, and this is mandatory to know how to like push your code to GitHub and manage them. And if you're interested in more of details, learning of more of details regarding to Git out there, I have my complete playlist coming soon on YouTube regards to Git, where we are going to learn all about the Git branches, the merging, and the conflicts that we get, how to handle the conflicts, and the complete ecosystem on Git. So stay tuned for that one, and until then, take care.